Caribbean Offshore Powerboat Championships. The Puerto Rican Offshore Powerboat Finals. And here are your hosts, Roger Piggott and Jay Harrison.
Hello, everybody, and what a beautiful day it is here in Puerto Rico. Roger Piggott and Jay Harrison, we're here with the Puerto Rican Invitational, the National Offshore Finals. And Jason, what an exciting show today. Several boats lining up. The location is the Puerto Caribe region. We're in Ponce, Puerto Rico, and the host venue, there it is, the Ponce Fishing Club, and a big hello going out to all of our volunteer workers and friends that we met along the way. Let's get into what's happening with today's agenda. The National Offshore Championships, several boats showed up, some of the fastest race boats in the island of Puerto Rico, and going through the ICEMAN safety inspection. Safety's always key. The Department of Natural Resources, the United States Coast Guard, everybody's on hand to see the successful inaugural launch of the Puerto Rican Offshore National Championships. Seatows, our on-water rescue operation unit. Hopefully we're not going to need them today as some of the big boys are getting into the water for this exciting event.
Let's take a look at our finalists for the National Offshore Circuit. Unlimited Marine, the Motion Skater Cat Contro, the Mono Monza. Marina Costa Azul, the Maelstrom Catamaran, and Cocos, the Mono Avanti.
Okay, well, the eye's in the sky. We're about ready to go. As you can see, the boats and our Policia down here in Ponce, the U.S. Coast Guards.
Let's take a good look at the race course that these boats will be taking today. The circuit course has been set up on the southern pier of Ponce, Puerto Rico. The red border indicates the safety zone of which the boats cannot exceed. The yellow route is the offshore circuit, and the boat circuits will be racing counterclockwise.
Okay, we're in the starting area of the offshore circuit, better known as the milling. Now, what'll happen is the ICEMAN pace boat's going to lead everybody out of the harbor. This is where the boats are all going to line up. There's the pace boat in front of you at the top of your screen, and here we go. We're coming out of La Guancha, the Fisherman's Club, as everyone is starting to jockey for position in the National Offshore Finals. And we're getting ready now. As you can see, some of the boats starting to throttle up. There we go. Unlimited Marine just passing Marina Costa Azul. The green flag is down. The race is on. The National Championships in the offshore division for the Puerto Rico Invitational.
Well, Roger, we got a 7-lap race ahead of us, approximately 55 miles on open ocean, so there's no need to be too hasty off the front here, but we got Marina Costa Azul leading, followed by Unlimited Marine, Contro in third, and in fourth we have Cocos.
Okay, well, you can see the 4 runners getting some big air out there. Apparently, it's a 9-foot swell. 2 choppers are covering today's agenda. Plenty of action ahead as it looks like Marina Costa Azul is trimming out nicely with the Motion Unlimited Marine following close behind. 7 laps, approximately 55 nautical miles of Atlantic Ocean, and Jason, the water conditions are getting rougher by the moment.
Yeah, you know, Marina Costa Azul up front right now, they're a 3-time national champion led by Jose Alberto Arroyo, who is also named the Rookie of the Year and Driver of the Year.
Well, I met this team earlier on during the inspections, and boy, what a professional setup. Here we go, Contro making the roundabout at the straightaway to the starting area, and this is a well-performing boat today. Jason, when they throttle up on this thing, I think they're going to be a sure D5 winner today.
They're driving a 24-foot Monza Ocean Racer with just under 1,000 horsepower at the back door, driven by Francisco Duran and Biano Nieves at the throttles.
Well, I'll tell you, very impressive team. A lot of money into the Contro race camp. Here's a great aerial shot, our eyes in the sky, and you can see just how they're starting to wind out. At the top of your screen, you see that little bit of peninsula. That is the straightaway. The boats will be circling around and be bombing it down the shoreline, and it is standing room only.
You know, that's what I love about these circuit races, is that they're so close to the shore, and you can feel the thunder as the boats just rocket past you, as opposed to what we do in Trinidad and some of the other countries that we film in.
And a great shot here, our eyes in the sky, but safety's always key. We're getting a lot of emails on boat safety and what happens in the unfortunate situation when one of these boats flip over, and I got just the man. Andre, what's going on, our technical correspondent?
Hey, thanks, Ice. Well, I'm in the tunnel of a catamaran. We're going to take this opportunity to let you know about this, an escape hatch. What this does is it provides another means of egress out of the boat in the unlikely event that it's inverted. That's not where you want to be in any boat, inverted that is. However, if we do end up there, things happen in powerboat racing. These guys can get out through the escape hatch located at the bottom of the tunnel here very easily, very safely, and most importantly, very quickly. So it's back to you now, Ice.
Thanks, Andre. Great information. Jason, what can you tell us? We're now into lap 2. Marina Costa Azul catching some tremendously large airs at the southernmost point of this offshore course.
Well, they're taking some huge air. They're just backing off the throttles a bit to take that corner. They're trying to trim out their boat a bit. You can see the driver there, Jose Alberto Arroyo, just his head sticking out at the top. But Marina Costa Azul currently in first place.
Well, you know, this boat has a rich tradition of history with National and American Powerboat Association victories. You can see Motion Sport down at the back here. They're obviously having a little bit of trouble. They sound good here, but you know, Jason, you definitely don't want to stuff one of these catamarans and end up doing the submarine action. This is where the V-hulls can really perform out here, D5 Contro, and watch the speed in which they're going to take this corner. A great shot from the tower cam, and this is in the La Guancha Beach region. There's Robin Arcocos trailing behind, and these guys, I think they've got some mechanical problems. They've been coming down extremely hard in the earlier part of the race.
Well, there's a lot of water rescue services that are involved in an event of this magnitude. Let's have a look at one of them.
Okay, what's involved with water rescue? A lot of the viewers are wondering, you know, in the event of a mishap out there, what exactly does CITO do?
We're a professional salvage operation. We have dewatering pumps on our boats. We have salvage bags. We have patching equipment. We're ready to go out there, get these boats out of the race course, get them back to safety, and make sure the race keeps running.
Well said. Well, you can see CITO out here with a full army of water rescue and salvage, and I'll tell you, it's a real peace of mind for the skippers and the various teams out here. Let's see what our safety correspondent has to say.
As with all boats in this class, we're going to have fire extinguishers on board, a mandatory safety item. In this case, any household Class A, B, C fire extinguisher will do. They're located in the cabin, easy accessible for the driver. Quick tab pull on the top here to release it, and squeeze action for any cabin or engine fire on board.
And the last piece of the safety puzzle is extrapolation out of the water. Here's a great example, the U.S. Coast Guard doing a water rescue, and you can see how they just dropped the harness and hook you all up, and you're thanking your God you were just safe. But back in the race, lap 2 about over, out of a 7-lap race. Marina Costa Azul leading the pack right now, but not by much. Unlimited Marine just trailing there, Contro in 3rd place. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more offshore powerboat action out of Puerto Rico when we return. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Caribbean Offshore Powerboat Championship Series. We're in La Guancha, Puerto Rico, part of the Puerto Rican Invitational, the National Offshore Championships. Lap 3 of the circuit race is well into effect now. Our leader, Maria Costa Azul, and a great onboard shot there as our driver, Alberto, waving to the crowd that is hearing the thunder out of the close to 1,000 horsepower at the back door. A great look at Unlimited Marine and the Motion Catamaran as they're coming around the final buoy, heading to the finish area on lap number 3.
Great shot right here of Jose Garriga and George Cintron driving Unlimited Marine. And you know, the great thing about having the triple outboards is that in the event of one crashing out on you, you can still move at a comfortable 60 miles an hour.
Well, and they sure as heck are doing that. We had Marina Costa Azul on the back straightaway clocking in at 106 miles an hour. Here we go, a great shot, and look at the air that Unlimited Marine is getting as they're trying to cut that corner tight. And this is the farthest southern part of the offshore circuit. Let's throw it down to our tech specialist and see what's going on with transom jacks.
All right, thanks, Ice. We're going to be looking at a transom jack. What this does, this actually lifts the entire engine up and down. This is adjustable. Some of these are hydraulically controlled. Others are set prior to the race, and it's a fixed thing. What does that do? Well, it does this. It changes the running height of the cavitation plate at the back of the boat. When the water comes off of the back of the boat, it runs up just about here. And with these particular props, you need the water running just about here or just above the water pickup. These are known as surface piercing props. They need less water for it to be effective. What that transmits to or translates to is this. Less is more. Less resistance for the engine going through the water or the gear case going through the water, resulting in more top speed.
Okay, thanks, Andre. Boy, a bank of information, but look at Marina Costa Azul. Marvelous shot here, and boy, they must be getting one heck of an air conditioner going at 100 miles an hour with the lids off the top of the boat. Lap 3 about to wrap up, just heading for the straightaways. You can see Unlimited Marine way back there must be having a trim problem, and that is what we're hearing out of the race teams today. The water conditions at the far southern point of this offshore circuit course are 7 to 9 foot swells. What they're saying is once they get over the break wall, coming close to the shore, the beach is down the home stretch, it smooths out substantially. Let's go into Powerboat safety, see what Dylan Baird has to say regarding helmets and life jackets.
All right, this is a standard life jacket. All the drivers will have a variation on the life jackets. They've got the back collar on the back of the neck here, supports the back of the head in the event of an unconscious accident. We'll keep the airway open and out of the water. As well, we've got the crotch straps here on the bottom, go around the underside of the leg with the handle on the back, which will assist the rescue divers in extricating the victim from the water. And as well, it'll all be bright colors, easily visible from the ocean surface. What we've got here is we've got the standard race helmet they're all going to be wearing, different variations again. Some of them have the special intercom inside, as well as air ventilation built into the helmet, restraint straps, and on the back of the helmet stamped with the occupant's blood type and any information the drivers may need in a hurry.
Thanks, Dylan. Well, we're just getting ready now to start lap 4 out of a 7-lap race. Well over half the race under. There is a great shot at a Hilton Ponce Golf and Casino Resort as Contro listen to the thunder on the Atlantic Ocean as 1,000 horsepower at the back door, the 24-foot D5 Monza-style V-hull is just charging down the straightaway. Prior to the start of the Offshore Championships, we had the National Inshore Finals, and boy, Jason, what an exciting event that was. These little 18-foot race rockets that could turn on a dime at 100 miles an hour.
So with the 3-foot rollers they were entertaining today, you can imagine the aerials.
Well, a lot of excitement, and the crowd just loved this. Now, there's a big air right there, and you can see some of the boats, they were having a full plate trying to keep things trimmed out and not nosedive. Actually, one of our competitors in the Inshore Championship Finals stuffed his boat and his whole nose cone came off, and the Sea Toes Water Rescue Unit had to go out and do a salvage recovery. But right now, in the big boys of the offshore powerboat circuit here in Ponce, Puerto Rico, La Guancha, the venue.
Marina Costa Azul is a championship professional team all around. There's a great shot of Jose Alberto Arroyo.
Well, I'll tell you, they had some nice uniforms, and you should see the chicks that follow them. But right now, Unlimited Marine hard on the gas, but there is Contro just taking second place. A lot more to come up here in Puerto Rico. Stay with us. Hello, everybody. Roger Piggott along with Jay Harrison. Welcome back to the Caribbean Offshore Powerboat Championship Series. We're here in Puerto Creek region, Ponce, La Guancha, Puerto Rico, as the National Offshore Championship Finals are now entering into lap number 5 out of a 7-lap race. You can see Contro at the north part of your screen coming in wide on the last marker buoy, but right now, all attention on Marina Costa Azul holding their own in the production class, followed by D5 Contro.
Yeah, there's Biano Nieves doing a great job, but trailing not far behind, we got the 35-foot Motion Cat Unlimited Marine, skippered by George Cintron.
Well, they're doing a great job, and here you go, looking down the tunnel of this catamaran, and they're really moving that fuel ballast to the front, to the back. Apparently, at the south end of the race course on this circuit race, there are 9-foot swells out there, but nothing too much for Contro, doing a great job. And listen to the thunder on D5.
And it looks like we have a shutdown. Coco's, led by Brian Roldan, and Santino Serrano having some engine troubles.
Well, that's unfortunate. They were doing really, really good just at the back door of Unlimited Marine. You could see them just coming down the straightaway, and not far behind is Contro. And you know what's funny, Jason? As these boats pass the large crowds in the public beach there, you hear everyone cheering on. I really like that. But let's have a good look at downtown Ponce, Puerto Rico. And I'll tell you, the historical architecture down here is overwhelming. It's definitely a tourist paradise. All the old churches and buildings and gardens. And there's a look at the first fire station ever in the island of Puerto Rico. It's being refurbished fully. And you can see the Ponce boys on the HD Harley Davidsons. But you're not going to see any of that action as lap number 6. 1 lap remaining in the Offshore Championships, and it looks like P4, Marina Costa Azul, doing a thumbs-up job as they come down the home straight. Here's a good look at our leader, Marina Costa Azul, in the 26-foot modified catamaran.
Good look there at the driver, Jose Alberto Arroyo. And the Marina Costa Azul team actually won Mechanic of the Year in Puerto Rico, and hot on their tails, having a good battle going, Unlimited Marine and Contro.
Well, you know, anyone could take this one. You could see Contro out on the far southern part of the course, but Unlimited Marine hard on the gas. It looks like they've got the boat stabilized as the 9-foot swells they're taking at the southernmost part of this offshore race course is playing havoc. Here we go, and this is a part that the crowd love when they make this final bell house turn as they charge down the straightaway towards the finish line. C69 Unlimited Marine, very professional crew, and it seems that this Motion catamaran all tricked out. The question is, can they catch Marina Costa Azul?
Benny Nieves and Contro hard on the throttles, maybe 4 seconds behind Unlimited Marine. This is anybody's race.
Well, you can see the boat's just taking a pounding, but when they're trimmed out, this is the shot I'd like to see. The nose, not a lot of bob and weave. They've obviously got the fuel stabilized between the front and the stern of the boat, and that makes for a good performance. But right now, let's go to the Leverick Bay Poker Run in the British Virgin Islands. Another stop on the Caribbean Offshore Powerboat Championship Series. Here you can see Sir Richard Branson, CEO of a Virgin Atlantic Airlines. He is a race participant. 78 boats, Jason, bring their best. We have all classes of competition here. $1 million fishing boats right down to the little crotch rockets. But that's not all. Down in Trinidad, the longest open water race on the planet Earth, and we're talking the Carib Great Race. Actually, this 40-camera shoot is so long that our helicopter aerial team, starting in the starting area, can only cover the event halfway, and they got to go back or they'll run out of gas. 47 of the fastest race boats in the Caribbean bring it to the table. Here's a great shot of the MTI catamarans, and you can see the pounding as everyone going for the coveted cup. But the Iceman's pick is the U.S. Virgin Islands. We're in St. Thomas, and I'll tell you, do we ever have a spectacular inshore event here with the VI Port Authority. These are the same little crotch rockets that can turn on a dime at about 90 miles an hour. Those big cruise ships you see in the background, 5,000 spectators packing the beaches. But right now we're on the home stretch, lap number 6 of a 7-lap race here in La Guancha. Ponce, Puerto Rico, as Contro, followed by Unlimited Marine and Marina Costa Azul leading the pack.
Big thanks going out to the Fishermen's Club here in La Guancha, as thousands of people just packing the beaches to hear these boats screaming past them.
And the government services and safety operations that have been involved are overwhelming. Big thanks to everyone. But we're now closing in the final 7.5 miles on this offshore circuit. Eyes in the sky as Marina Costa Azul. Unless something happens, my money is this is your champion, rounding the final marker, boys, heading down the straightaway to the finish line.
This 32-foot Maelstrom cat's been performing very well today. They're trimmed out nicely. It looks like the crew's all dialed in.
Eyes in the sky just getting down, and the Caribbean Offshore Championships, the winner's circle when we come back. Stay with us. Hello everybody, welcome back to Puerto Rico Invitational, part of the Caribbean Offshore Powerboat Championship Series. Roger Piggott along with Jay Harrison, your play-by-play action, as we are now into the final lap of a 55-mile nautical race on the Offshore Championship.
Great shot here of Jose Garriga and George Cintron of the 35-foot Motion Cat Unlimited Marine, trying to shorten the distance between them and Marina Costa Azul.
Well, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it, as we've been seeing some great performance all day out of P4 in the production class. We're now into the offshore circuit finish area. It looks like here's our champion today in the Puerto Rico Invitational, the National Offshore Championships, and congratulations going out to Marina Costa Azul.
Tremendous performance from Marina Costa Azul. The water conditions were ideal, and they performed to the max of their ability today. It looks like they're going around for a victory lap.
Well, let's not forget Contro hard on the gas right now as they are doing the chime dance around the Bell House curve. We're talking D5 in the National Offshore Championships, but all attention, Marina Costa Azul. You're gonna read about this in La Regatta magazine, and a job well done by this victorious team. Second place to go out to Unlimited Marine, followed in third place by Contro. And what a spectacular event today, Jason, for the race fans out there.
With just under 1,000 horsepower at the back door, our inboard Monza Ocean racer Contro, skippered by Francisco Duran and Benny Nieves.
Well, we got to salute everyone, and as mentioned earlier on in the show, many of the boats that ended up showing up for one reason or another were not allowed due to safety protocol to participate in today's agenda. But those that did, the victory lap by Marina Costa Azul. Let's pop the champagne and bring the boats in the harbor at the Ponce Fishing Club, and just an all-round excellent day down here in La Guancha, Puerto Rico. Special thanks going out to our ICEMAN comrades, and there is some of our safety and volunteer network, the U.S. Coast Guard, and you see upstairs in the mezzanine, we were partying up there last night, and I'm sure the same thing's happening tonight. Hey, I like that sticker right there. But more importantly is the black and white checkered flag in the Puerto Rico National Offshore Championship Finals. The crowd's waving farewell as we have a look at the final results.
Our top three finishers in the offshore circuit division: Marina Costa Azul, the catamaran skippered by Jose Alberto and Alberto Arroyo, came in at 47 minutes and 18 seconds. Unlimited Marine, the catamaran skippered by Jose Garriga and George Cintron, came in at 48 minutes and 6 seconds. And in third place, Contro, Francisco Duran and Benny Nieves in the monohull at 49 minutes and 31 seconds.
Well, you can see our top two finishes. We're only seconds behind. That means good racing. On behalf of myself, Roger Piggott, and my co-host, Jay Harrison, we thank you for watching. Until we next meet again, the throttle's on the right.